Right. Hello again. Hello again. Hello again. So
Hey.
I'm excited to have you back because look, I didn't even open the pack. I say I did open the pack. I ain't gonna lie. I opened the pack. But then when you said we got to smoke it together, I was like, okay, let me close it back up. Let me close it back
And
up.
you know what? I'm gonna have to cheat on you because I can't smoke right now.
Oh no. Okay. Oh, well, I'm not gonna. Well, I will then smoke afterwards. You. So it sounds like you're a little congested, maybe.
No. I just got my little one and I can't go outside at the moment. So
Got you. Got you. Well, okay.
but I
So
want you to smoke the new one though. I do.
even though you cannot smoke the new one, the new one is the atomic, right? The
Correct.
cloud. Okay. So tell me a little bit about the atomic cloud.
Well, I've been in this thing trying to figure out what people are looking for more so. And
Mm-hmm.
I know people like smaller smokes
Mm-hmm.
and quick smokes. So I wanted to put something short and quick together for everybody and give them some flavor notes that'll be nice and explosive in a smaller package.
Okay. Okay. So now when you did that, did you have in mind women or men or just, people that's driving to work or driving home from work and wanted something quick to smoke before they started their evening?
Just everybody in mind, just trying to give them something short and quick, with a lot of flavor. Like I said, just somebody just on the go, doesn't have a lot of time to sit down and take the time to enjoy smoke, but you can still enjoy this one and take your
Right.
time. Give something a little different.
Okay. So okay, so tell me about I'm taking it out the package just so I can give everybody a better view of it. So tell me a little bit, one, about the artwork that's on here. How did that, you're still working with the same young man, correct?
Yeah, same artist, Loose Medium. He designed the bands for my next line, which is the Extreme Weather line.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Why am I just hearing about the extreme weather line, sir? I mean,
Well, because I've been trying to figure out a name for it, and somebody else had came up with a name, and I was like, "No, I'm not gonna take that one. I'm gonna use something different." So since we
okay,
have
okay.
Atomic
And so do you
Cloud,
already have the cigars that you're going to have in the extreme weather line?
yeah, those four cigars are now out. You have the latest and greatest.
Oh,
Give me 1 second.
I feel so special. Even though I might not be special, I feel special. So I got the blizzard, the drought, the atomic, and the atomic cloud. Sorry. So
Mhm.
all of those are going to be in the extreme line.
So what's gonna be in there will be the Tsunami, which I'm waiting for that to come back in stock.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we have the Volcanic, the Blizzard, and Atomic Cloud.
Okay. And so did you work with the same producer of these as you have with your other lines?
Yes.
Okay. So what was the process like? I know the Blizzard had been a thought for a while, correct?
Mhm.
And when you thought of what came first? The egg, the Blizzard or the Atomic Cloud?
The Blizzard came first, since it was our anniversary cigar. And as I was putting together that line, I wanted something with some different, more flavor notes. So I
Mhm.
wanted to get something small out in a smaller package, something good in a small package. So
Okay. So now your entire Cloud Rose line now has about 12 cars.
we're at, I believe, 13 now.
Okay, 13. So now always begs the question, how many more are you thinking about?
I really don't want to go no further than what I have because I
Mhm.
think that's an adequate amount of cigars. Well, actually, more than the amount that we
Mhm.
need to have. But I went ahead and I'm gonna stick with the 12. And the 13th one, the anniversary it might stick around, might not. We'll see.
Mhm.
I'm thinking about
So are you
resizing and just that way it fits that line a little better.
okay? So are you thinking of special editions? Like will number 13 most likely just be a special edition that comes out every, once a year or so?
It's a possibility. It depends on how people take to it. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten great reviews from people with that cigar, and so it's a matter of what people are demanding at that moment.
Okay. And so what has been, have you gotten your cigars? I know you're in Texas. Have you gotten your cigars in lounges in your area?
Not yet. I've
Okay.
been super busy with this little one right here. So she's been keeping me on my toes. So
Of course, of course.
I haven't had a lot of time to get out and about to lounges and do cutting lights and get my cigars out there.
Hmm.
And mainly I've been trying not to, because I'd rather do direct sales with the customers. That way they can get to
Gotcha.
know and have their relationship built between customer and supplier. So
Now, do you frequent a lot of cigar lounges?
I haven't, it's been a while since I've been out and about
Hmm.
because my time just isn't the greatest right now. But
Right.
I'm trying to get out more. There's a lot more lounges popping up and a lot more people that are in the area that are doing a lot of cool stuff. So I want to get out there
Hmm.
and mingle with those
Hmm.
people.
Now, have you found that now I don't know how many, because now I'm doing research on how many small brands there are per state. So because I always like to see, maybe I haven't found one, or maybe I, need to try another one. Have you found that there is a lot of competition in the cigar industry when it comes to putting your brand out over someone else's? Not that it's, uh, you're trying to make it a competition, but have you found that there's a lot of competition within the cigar industry?
With the boutique cigars, I would say no,
Mm-hmm.
because we're not competing with one another. We're more so a family of smaller names, cigar brands. So
Mm-hmm.
we're trying to put out quality cigars at quality prices for people, and get people to see that, hey, we've got some cool stuff going on over here. Maybe you should kind of change your palate a little bit or expand your variety to try some of our cigars out. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so no competition. Like I love my smaller brands. Just recently I've met a bunch of smaller brands that are out now. In conjunction with my conglomerate with Under the Soul Brothers, Sassy Soul, Hips and Heels, Heart of the
Mm-hmm.
Lion. Cloud Bros. It's a bunch of us that are out here doing cool stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and we're in it for the people and the
Right.
culture. Not just not competing against one another.
So when you grab for a cigar, because I know you normally smoke your cigars, right? But if you get another, out there well-known cigar, what cigar would you smoke? Other than your own.
Right now, if I smoke something other than my own or other than another boutique brand, it'll probably be an LFD, Lennox, or La Vocata.
Mm-hmm.
Or if not those two, it'd probably be a Caldwell Smoke, Blind Man's Bluff.
Okay. I've had the Caldwell. I have not had the Blind Man's Bluff. I've done the Emperor line, the King, the Queen. I can't even remember now because
Long Live the King and all that.
yeah. So I've had a few of those and I liked it. Now, foresee that your cigars. Are you going to put out a Lancero?
Oh, we have one.
Do I have? I don't think. Did I get?
I don't think you've gotten our Lancero. It's the Partly Cloudy.
No, I have not had that one. Okay, so because for whatever reason, Lanceros are now huge splash in the cigar industry. And I really can't put my finger on it, not really sure why, but have you found that a lot of women are enjoying your cigars as much as you thought they would?
I would say yes. Just recently on Instagram, we've had several women who bought our cigars, and they've ranted and raved on the flavor notes and just how good the cigars are, how smooth they smoke,
Mm-hmm.
the flavor notes on them. And it's been surprised to me because, I thought that some of our bigger cigars wouldn't go over as well with the ladies, but they love them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, now don't make the baby be quiet. She got something to say too. She
True. I didn't want to still make sure I'm clear with everybody. Everybody can hear me. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, no problem. You're coming in loud and clear. So when you think about where you started versus where you are now, what is the biggest lesson you have taken from your journey in these 12 cigars?
I will say that time. taking your time and doing it right. I know we talked about that the first interview. You
Mm-hmm.
know, timing is everything, and I rather wait for something to be done right than to rush
Mm-hmm.
something to be done wrong. And as far as the journey, it's been an amazing journey for us. I mean, and we look back when we first had one cigar, and then went from one to five, and then kind of went on from there. But it's been tremendous. It's been a tremendous blessing, and learning a lot from different people and what the whole makeup of the cigars are. That's been helping us out a lot too.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever think that you would have 12 when you first started?
No,
Like,
I
what
think
was,
I
did you
think when
have a number in mind?
I had a number in mind. I think when I initially wrote everything out of my notebook, I think I had like 8 or 9 cigars.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't think I was gonna get to 12. 12 was just kind of happened. And I liked the blends that we were able to put out, and
Mm-hmm.
designs of the bands and the names. Stuff just kept coming.
Mm-hmm.
The idea factory is like willing. So, and we got some new stuff in store for everybody too. So
So
this
let me ask you, so are you now, because I spoke to Big Country earlier, and he was saying how he keeps all of his cigars, he puts them in the humidor, he makes sure that they're right temperature. When it's time to ship them out, he's hands-on with everything. So how are you with your cigars? You have 12. I have to imagine that that takes up a lot of space if you were to have to keep humidors in your home. So how do you store those? How do you make sure you have quality control over your cigars?
Well, just like Big Country, that's another one of my big brothers. I'm the same. I'm hands on with mine. Like, I've gone through a batch of cigars we just had, and I've gone through and checked each one of them, and like several of them didn't make the cut to be shipped
Mm-hmm.
out. So I got to get rid of them. Not to
Mm-hmm.
get rid of them, smoke them, but
Right.
I
But
got.
they wouldn't go out to the public, is
They're
what you're
not
saying.
going out to the public because I'm not
Mm-hmm.
going to give you something that I wouldn't smoke. you
Mm-hmm.
know, and that's been the staple of Cloud Bros. We're going to give you great quality regardless. We're not going to give you, like, say for instance, we have one cigar left and you ordered it, and if it's not right, I'm going to tell you, hey, if we don't, it's not ready, I got to wait for another order, come in, or I can replace it with something else.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
we're not going to do that we're not going to do that to anybody.
so tell me, like, when you are going through and doing a quality inspection, let's say you have a table and you have your cigars out, what makes it not make the cut to be shipped out?
If it's cracking, if it's it's too dry, if it's not ready, for somebody to smoke it, I'm not putting it out. If even just handling it, if it's not feeling right, I'm not going to put it out there for somebody to smoke. I'm gonna
Okay.
go and let it sit in the humidor for a while, let it recondition
Mm-hmm.
itself back to life, and then I'll put it out eventually. If it doesn't make it, I'll just smoke it, or somebody in my family gonna smoke it.
So because you're in Texas, I know humidity there is kind of, isn't it? So how do you find the perfect humidification for your cigars?
It's a science. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a chemistry project that because I just got a brand new humidor last week. I'm still working on that and getting that humidity, get that up to where it needs to be for my
Mm-hmm.
cigars. So it's a science project, and making sure that, hey, little mama, hey, and making sure that that it's ready to go, and people are
Mm-hmm.
not getting a bad product from us, because that's the last thing I want to have people say the whole Cloud Bros gave me some trash cigars or gave me some
Right,
cigars
right.
all cracked up and busted. No, I'm not gonna do that.
So when it comes to the bands, do you put the bands on your?
I'm cutting the bands and I'm putting the bands on myself.
Wow, wow. So you again are really hands on. I think people lose that when you're a boutique brand, that you get to be hands on, other than the bigger names. They roll them out, everybody else is hands on it, and then they may show you videos of them being in the factory, but how often are they actually in the factory? Like, are they there every single day putting their hands on it? They're not putting the bands on it themselves. So when you think about Cloud Bros, what do you want people to know? Just one thing that you want them to know about Cloud Bros.
I want everybody to know that we're going to give you an experience every time you order from us. Whether it's the cigar itself, whether it's our presentation, packaging, whether, it's our bands, we're going to give you something every time you smoke a Cloud Rose cigar. It's not just going to
Mhm.
be your mill cigar. It's going to be a Cloud Rose experience. Our slogan is average days deserve great clouds. So we want to make sure that your average days get those great clouds from us.
Mhm. And I have to say, every time I see your band, and now I have, three more bands to add to my whole little humidor set. So every time I see your band, have you gotten criticism because your band is this size?
In the beginning, people were saying that they're too large for the
Hmm.
cigars, but my thing was, I'm not gonna get. I'm different. My bands are
Hmm.
different. I'm giving you a poster. I'm giving you a piece of art that an actual artist took their time out and made for me, for you.
Hmm.
So, I'll take the criticism, but it's mine.
Right.
It's Cosmos. It's not going to be, yours. I mean, you might like, something with a bunch of gold foil and some letters on it and stuff. That's fine. Everybody has their own preference, but see, for me, I'd rather give you something that's going to say what the cigar is, and you can actually see what it is. So you see
Hmm.
an atomic cloud there. You have an actual atomic cloud there on top of the
Yes,
lettering, and it's in a small package. So you think of an atomic bomb. It's not going to be something huge. It's going to be something small.
exactly. Exactly. And I have to say, most of the people that see this cigar, they always ask me for the bands. Of course, I'm selfish and stingy, and I'm like, got to get your own man. So and I know she's ordering some for her brother for the holidays, so her order will be coming through soon. So, what do you have to offer everyone? Like, are you doing special holiday box sets or gift sets? Since the holidays are coming.
I'm working on it. Once now that we have this release, I'm waiting on some more cigars to come in so I can see
Mm-hmm.
what I want to put together. We got some cool stuff in store for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about Cloud Rose, we're constantly evolving. Like I think you remember the first time I shipped to you, you got like a clear bag with
Mm-hmm.
cigars and maybe a thank you
Yes.
card. Now you've got the bag you have now where
Yep.
we stepped up a little bit. We've got something different.
Right. Right.
So in the next phase, we've got some boxes that just came in. So it's going to be an experience, and we're going to make sure that we're putting stuff out for the holidays that people want.
Okay. And so, when you just celebrated your first year, congratulations.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So in another year, what do you foresee for Cloud Bros? You say you don't want to do another one, that you're not going to have any more in the line. So what do you foresee for Cloud Bros?
I want to see us out more, hitting up these cigar weeks, these festivals, getting out with the people and, mixing, mingling with everybody and letting everybody know like, hey, this is a face with the product.
Mm-hmm.
I've been heavily visible on Instagram as of late, thanks to everyone out on Instagram. It's been a tremendous blessing meeting people and being able to interact on their platforms.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I just want us to stay consistent. Consistency is the key for us and the key for our brand. We got to stay consistent. As long as we're consistent, our quality will show.
Mm-hmm. And so now I know you said that you didn't really want to be in the cigar lounges because you want to be more hands-on and be able to do a more direct sale to the people. So when you say that, that means going out, traveling to different states. What state do you want to, like, literally, like, that's the state I want to be in? I want to be there. Everybody wants to be everywhere. But then is there one state that is like they would benefit from Cloud Bros?
Honestly, I wouldn't say there's one particular. I would say probably all of them. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
want to be everywhere. I mean, just recently, we're going to be going to we're going to Africa.
Oh,
With Sequoia, we're with his trip to Africa. So our cigars will be smoked in Kenya, in a couple weeks. So
that is amazing.
just this weekend coming up, we'll be in Puerto Rico at the Puerto Rican Cigar Festival.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Mark from Select Draw Cutters and his brand ambassador, Miss Exquisite herself. They're going to take my cigars and they're smoking them in Puerto Rico.
Wow. Wow.
So
So,
that is amazing for us because now we're stretching out, we're expanding. So
right.
I just love the fact that we're getting out and people are seeing us and they're wanting to try our cigars. And sight unseen, people are giving us great reviews on our sticks. So it's a blessing.
Yeah, and you know how I feel about them because you know the monsoon is still my favorite. You know, you converted me to, well, I don't say to a chocolate lover, but to a chocolate cigar lover. So that's so when you think about January 1, that and that's coming up in what 35, 36 days, maybe. When you think about January 1, do you set goals for yourself? Do you say, okay, now I need to start working on the goals for 2023?
One second.
And it's okay because little ones need attention too.
Yes, they do.
She's like, oh no, you're not going to be doing this interview and not paying attention to me, sir.
Right. So January. So what I've told everybody is what I'm going to do for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. I'm taking boutique cigars and I'm smoking boutique cigars the entire New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. So every couple hours you'll see me posting with somebody else's cigar. Okay. So I've got a nice little lineup of cigars that I've gotten from people and some that are on the way. So my thing is I'm promoting our smaller brands because if we don't promote, who will?
Right.
So that's the thing, you know, we're just riding each other's backs and pushing each other along, making sure that we're getting that publicity we need and letting everybody know that we have great cigars.
And that is what I love about all the small boutique brands that I am encountering, because it's not like someone is saying, oh, I'm in this realm and now I need to leave you behind. They're teaching you what to do to get to that next level. If they're already 2 steps in front of you, they're still bringing you along and they're letting you know, here's what you need to do to get here. So when you think about that, if someone was starting, if I decided, which I am not, if I decided that I wanted a cigar line, what could you tell me to get me going?
Do your research and take your time. You know, it's a turtle race. It's not a rabbit race. You know, it's not one of those, get rich quick things. And I know the country probably said it too. You know, it takes time and money. And it takes time for that money to come back that you invested. You know, it's not going to come back instantaneously. It takes time. And, and I would say, just like I said, take your time and reach out to as many people as you can that'll give you advice, because there's a lot of advice out there. Because there's something that I probably did wrong that I don't want you to do wrong. You know, and having that conversation with me or having a conversation with somebody else, it'll help you out when you start making those mistakes, because mistakes are learning tools. But if I can save you some money while learning, I'm going to do that.
Right. And that's a good thing, because sometimes I'm cheap. So, I mean,
honestly, when you're doing it out your pocket, it's you're calculating everything. It's like, damn, I just wasted money on this. Damn, I should have did this. I should have did that. But it's one of those things where you got to go through that process. It's a process.
And when you say that there's a process, when you decide I want to put, like when you decided for the Atomic Cloud, that came in as a thought first, and then you said, okay, well, I'll go ahead and do this. And then you had to think about your binder, your filler, and your wrapper. So did you already know what you wanted your binder, filler, and wrapper to be for the Atomic Cloud? Or was that just kind of sort of happened like, I might want this filler and I want that wrapper for sure?
It was one of those things where when you get with our rollers and our factories that we're working with and having them put together something that you envision, but it's got to make sense through a cigar world. You can't say, well, I want something a lot of flavor, small package. You gotta sit there and you gotta go to the drawing board and put leaves together and see what works and what doesn't work. And they're going to tell you, because they're the professionals. I will never call myself an aficionado, because I'm not. I'm growing in this industry and I'm growing and learning more and more each day. So I'm going to take a subject matter expert's opinion before I give them mine, because I don't know everything. I'm not trying to know everything. I just want I want my product to say what I need it to do, Now,
was there a time that when you were sitting with your roller and you said, I want this, this, and this, and they was like, oh no, that ain't even gonna work? Yeah,
definitely. Our first cigar was like that. I mean, our first cigar, I kid you not, our Cumulus, we had to redo that, almost 3 times.
Oh, wow.
Where I wanted it to be. Because it just wasn't there. You know, it was a good cigar, but the price was like, no, I can't do that. That's not where it's at. I need to
Mhm.
rethink this. We need to go back to the drawing board, figure it out. So
Now, do
yeah.
you like when you're coming up with it? When you come up, like when you came up with the cumulus or the atomic clouds, did you smoke different samples of what you wanted, or was it more of I trust my roller to tell me what it is and he'll know when it's right?
Well, there's a trust factor, but then there's always, again, my quality control. I'm going to smoke everything I'm putting out. Every cigar that I've ever put out, I've smoked multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still smoking. You know, my volcanic, I've probably smoked, I don't know how many of those, because I like them. I like them a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, you get something good. It's like, okay, yeah, this is it. And you start smoking something like, I don't know about this one, you know, because,
Right.
you know, like me, my palate's different. Everybody's palate's different. So, you know, what you're getting out of it is not what I got out of it. It's probably something totally different. You know? So it's a matter of what works for the brand or what works for what we're putting out.
Okay. Well, I thank you for coming back, and I thank you for sending me these cigars. I cannot wait to get into them. So I'm going to get into the Atomic Clouds today. I'm going to get into it today. I'm just going to let you know. And it's kind of cloudy here, so I feel that would be appropriate. It would be appropriate here today.
And definitely let me know what you think about it.
Oh, you know, I definitely will. I will also be posting it on my Instagram page. So let everybody know where they can find you. And do you have a website?
We have a website. It's still in the developmental stages because I was waiting for these beautiful bands to come back and to have everything in stock to put on the website. Because talking to a lot of people that have their sites, you know, people having issues where, you know, they'll have stuff on there and for sales, and like if your quantity isn't matching up with what's on there, you know, you're doing too many orders. So I'd rather wait till that's perfected and get it out right than to just throw it out there and then everybody's like, well, I can't do this on the site, I can't do this on the site. So it's easier to go direct with me and order from me because I can tell you what we have, what we don't have, and you know, get it out to you. So
right. So tell everybody your Cloud Bros on Instagram.
Yep, Cloud Bros Cigars 21 on Instagram. On Facebook, we have a group you can search as Cloud Bros Cigars, and we will definitely get you in there. You just got to answer the questions. A lot of people with these fake pages trying to get on our cigar page. I'm sorry, I'm not for numbers. I'm for people who actually enjoy cigars.
Exactly.
If you're a person that enjoys cigars, I'm gonna put you on my page, and you can get all the information, the latest and greatest stuff that we're doing. Because our Facebook page, they have a lot of exclusive deals that everybody else doesn't get because they're part of our Facebook family. So
okay, y'all heard that. Go to Facebook because they got exclusive deals on there. Not everybody's gonna get it. Not the Instagram folks.
Yeah. So Instagram is blooming. You know, we've got a lot of stuff. We've been doing a lot of interviews, talking to a lot of people, letting everybody know who we are and what we're about. And like I said, we've been getting a lot of great reviews, and meeting a lot of beautiful people. I mean, this leaf is brought so many people together.
Right. I'm constantly amazed by it, and I'm so glad I met you. I haven't met you in person. I can call you my brother of the leaf. So welcoming, and these cigars are amazing. I am sure I'm gonna love. I already know I'm gonna love them. I already know it, so I don't even have to say, oh, I think I'm. No, I already know I'm gonna love them. All right, now it's just gonna be like, which one of these gonna become? Who's gonna knock Monsoon out? That's what.
Yeah,
who's gonna knock Monsoon out for me? So it's like I appreciate you. I can't wait to meet you at some point. At some point, we're gonna cross paths.
Indeed, we are. And like I said, that's the main thing of this year coming up. I'm going to be visible. I'm going to be mobile. I'm going to be out and about. And
I'm gonna need to meet her too.
Yeah, and see my brothers and sisters of the league, because like I said, I've met so many people because of you. You know, with the initial interview and you being on Instagram, I happened to hop on a live that you were on and meeting people, and then we started talking, and you know, it's been an awesome experience to see that you can meet people in an internet lounge, so to speak, is what we've been calling it today. I think we were talking about it earlier this morning, talking about how, you know, I can smoke at a lounge online with people in other states, other countries, and you know, we're all just here just enjoying a great cigar.
Right. And we're all smoking something different, which is really cool, because you'll be like, oh, what you smoking today? And then I always have a pen and pencil ready, because like, oh, what was that? What did he say? What was that? And so to have the virtual lounge has amazing. But like I said, I can't wait to meet you and your family in person, and keep putting out those great cigars. And I'm gonna put some clouds in the air in these clouds today. So
there you go. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy.
and you have a wonderful Tuesday. Enjoy the little one. I'm sure she's up and about, ready to. She's like, okay, Daddy, it's enough of you time now. It's me time.
Yeah, she is. So indeed, you have a great Tuesday as well.
You too. And I can't wait to see you again.
Likewise.